All right, good morning everyone. We made it. Sorry for the delay. Thank you all for hanging in there. We're in a different spot in the Reynolds FETTIG studios and think tank today. We're in the training room. So if you hear some buzzing in the background, it's a very busy day here at Keller Williams flagship. We're thinking bigger, and this is very appropriate as I continue to pile on the pounds. But today is our real estate Q&A, and I've got my buddy and colleague Jessica Bush here.
Hey everyone.
My buddy and my other colleague, Pete FETTIG, is out showing homes to a prospective buyer. So, hey Pete. So, Jessica, I think we have a question this morning.
Yes, so we had a question from Molly in Millersville, who is thinking of selling her house sometime soon.
Okay.
And she wants to know what she can do to enhance the value and make it more marketable to buyers.
Okay, cool. First of all, Molly, thank you for checking in. Thanks for that great question. That's like the $1 million question. Literally, it could be worth $1 million. There are quite a number of things that a seller can do to enhance the value of their home before putting it on the market. Rather than dive into the details, I think it might be more important to talk a little bit about what the end goals are when you're preparing your home for market. I think there's two. I think the first goal is to position it for market. Make it attractive to a buyer's eye. Those things like maybe some staging, some decluttering, some cleaning, a coat of paint can make a huge difference. So those types of things, kind of understanding the psychology of a buyer, how a buyer's brain works, and what they want to see, and making sure that your home kind of reflects that. And then on the flip side, kind of along the same lines, but the second goal is to prepare the home to minimize those red flags that an unsophisticated buyer and their home inspector working for them may find. And related to that, also issues that an appraiser might flag as health and safety conditions. So things like trip hazards, chipped and peeling paint, broken panes of glass, loose handrails. They seem like minor things, but there are some loan programs out there where the buyer just will not be able to buy that house, to obtain those funds to purchase that house if those things aren't taken care of. Anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean VA loans especially look for railings on stairs where there's more than 3 stairs. They
Right.
look for trip hazards. If there's broken concrete or tree roots pushing up
Yeah.
sidewalk.
And you're absolutely right. And the secret is to consult with a professional or a couple of professional real estate agents to walk through your home with you before you spend a dime on anything. Because a reputable agents who know the market, who know that psychology of a buyer, are going to help you improve how your home is presented to market, but because they're acting as your fiduciary, they're going to help you do it while not breaking your bank.
Right. Because I think a lot of people think that because they watch all these shows on HGTV that you have to completely renovate your kitchen and do all this other stuff, and the bottom line on that is you're not going to get a dollar for dollar return on that investment. So if you're planning on being in your house for 5 years or more, yes, go ahead and put 40 grand into your kitchen.
Right.
If you're planning to sell it in the next 5 weeks or less, maybe not so much.
No, you're absolutely right, and I'm so glad, Jessica, that you brought up kind of that dollar for dollar return, because so many sellers have this false idea that that's how it works. That if they spend $40,000 on their kitchen, that they're going to sell their home for $40,000 more than their neighbor next door who maybe didn't redo their kitchen. And that's simply not the case. We had a seller who just spent $18,000 on a new roof and thought that their home should be worth $18,000 more because of the new roof. And we had to very delicately explain to this client that buyers come to a home kind of with the preconceived notion that a home is going to have a working roof. So it really doesn't add value. A new roof could make it more marketable. It could make it more sellable when compared to other homes on the market, but certainly no dollar per dollar return. And I guess the last thing I want to throw out there is this, and sometimes this hurts to hear it, but it's true. as the owner of your home, Molly, I'm sure that you think that your home is probably the nicest one in the neighborhood. And I'm sure that it's very nice, but it's not the nicest one in the neighborhood. I can almost guarantee it, because there is no one perfect home for every buyer. And there's always going to be a better house. So please remember that, and also remember this, and this is the thing that kind of can sting sometimes, is that we assume that when a buyer is walking into your home to look at it, the assumption is that they're going to love it, and that's not the case at all. The dirty secret is the psychology of buyers. They want to hate it.
They're looking for reasons to rule it out.
They're absolutely looking for reasons to rule it out. So they will find any excuse to rule it out so they can move on to the next house. So that little stain on your kitchen ceiling that you know is just where you opened a can of Coke and it hit the ceiling, to an unsophisticated buyer who's trying to rule out your home, that's a moisture problem. That's a leaking pipe from the bathroom above. So in broad strokes, long answer to a really good short question, contact a reputable realtor before you spend a dime. They're going to help you understand the market, help you understand what a buyer is looking for, and a good agent is going to protect your bank account. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Me and Jessica will see you next Friday.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.